What a difference a dot makes. Well, actually, several dots. What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, with another video. You know, I think I'm the only guy that can make a video about dots last for so long. This is out of control. Let's get this thing started. I love, I love these Arcade1Up cabinets. That is known by all you guys. But the thing that I do not like about these cabinets are these unsightly holes, these screw holes. These things are just ridiculously hideous. Why would a company willingly have their product presented this way? Well, it's such a simple solution. You know, you buy IKEA furniture, and when you go to assemble it, they have some type of product included to hide these things. That's what most builders of wooden furniture do, you know? And I don't know why Arcade1Up and with tastemakers, it's not showing much taste with these hideous holes here. I can tell you that. Come on now. So this product here comes to the rescue. It's a company called Fast Cap, and they make some pretty decent products. Now, the product that I have in the video here is a textured cap, but you don't need that texture one. So I'm gonna have a link to both, the one I have in the video and the better and less expensive version that's not textured. Is smooth and black like the actual arcade cabinet finish is. But these things are really simple. They're 9/16 inch, so that covers this hole perfectly. It has self-adhesive on it and easy to install, and it hides these darn screw holes. That's what our objective is. So let's get her done. Pull up my trusty neck knife. I hope you guys have a neck knife. These things are sweet. I use these things all the time. Always open up boxes, and it's always handy, so it's pretty cool. I actually made this one up in Mackinac Island. They actually made it from a nail that is used in the horseshoes. In horseshoes, when they pound these into the hooves of a horse. Ooh, that sounds painful. But they made this little neck knife for me, so it's pretty cool. I got to help with that process, so that was different. Oh, but anyway, I digress. So these little plastic, they said they're made from PVC. And the key thing here is they recognize that when these screw holes are there, it is very unsightly and unprofessional to present your product this way. Come on, Arcade1Up. I hope this is one of the things you correct going forward, like you should do with the clear coating on your products. You know, and while we're here, we'll talk about that back cover. That should be black as well. But okay, I digress. These black dots are like magic. You just take one of these little things and put it over this thing, and it just does a great job. So in the one that I'm using, the texture one has 53 caps. The proper one has 52. So, you know, $4.99 for the 52 cap one, and it's like $6.99, I believe, for the 53 cap one. So you do the math. Makes sense to get the $4.99 package. But these things are pretty. They have a nice flex to them, a stiffness to them. I'm sorry. Um, and let's just try it out. I mean, you take this off the paper, and it's just firm, crisp, and rigid, and it's not going to go anywhere. There's options to buy a paper product. If you go to a supply store, you can buy a paper sticker that goes over it. No, these things are solid. If you bump this, with your fingernail or anything, it's not going to puncture and then just have a covered screw hole with a hole in it. These things are going to last, and they're pretty cool. So look at that. That is like that unsightly, unprofessional screw hole. It's like it just magically disappears. And I was zoomed in, but if I zoom out, it's like, look at the one on the left. Oh, that's so obvious, in your face. But on the right, it's like, is there anything there? Oh my goodness, I love it, man. This is cool. I mean, it just takes your arcade to the next level for a very inexpensive cost, and that's cool. And again, if it's $4.99 for 52, and I was a manufacturer that made thousands and thousands of these things, I could probably get that down to just pennies, right? To add to the cost and add as a included supply or product or part for this assembly of this machine. That should just be a no-brainer. Uh, and so let's talk about how many you need. So one pack is gonna do everything you need. If you have one cabinet and you have one riser, you won't have any problem utilizing this one single package. There's 12 caps needed for the side panels. So as you look here, there's 6 screw holes on each side, so that's 12. And then for the riser, there are 20 caps needed. There are 4 on each face or each side. And then there are 2 or 4. There are 4 because there's 2 on each side where you screw in the riser to the cabinet if you want to keep it. If you want to keep those 2 attached. So that's a total of 32 caps that you would need for a single machine and a riser. So 52 is well enough to do that. Like in my case here, I have 2 cabinets to do, and so one package is not going to be enough. With my package, I had an additional one at 53. I would be short 11. I would be short 11 caps to do both cabinets completely. And if you get the 52 pack, obviously you'll be short 12. So you need 2 packs if you have more than one machine. So you do the math. There's 32 caps if you have a machine and a riser. So you multiply 32 by however many cabinets you have, and that will help you determine how many packs of these things that you would need. But I think it just makes a big difference. So you can see as I'm applying these things on here, those holes are literally, or virtually, not literally, they're virtually disappearing. That unsightly, unprofessional screw hole that Arcade1Up left us with, it just appears, virtually disappears. And I think that's a pretty cool thing for this minimum cost. Because every time I look at these things from the side, I see those. It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it, And so this is just the next step in making these machines look much nicer and becoming yours, And you're distinguishing your product, making it something that you can treasure and enjoy. And people often say these things are a work of art. They love the display of them. They love that people walk in and see the Pac-Man in the art, or the Galaga in the art, or whatever arcade cabinet you like. But you know, why do they have to see those screw holes there? That's just silly. So this is real easy fix. Now, obviously, if you have like a Pac-Man cabinet, then you would need yellow, and you can find these caps in different colors as well. So you just have to look, and if I can find the proper ones for you, I'll link those in the description as well. But most machines are black, so this is going to satisfy most of the cabinets out there. And you may,
so as you
want
prepare to put these caps on,
take your screwdriver.
You may want to take a screwdriver
just make sure these
and just
screws are
tighten these. Don't over tighten them, but just give it a final twist.
You don't want to over tighten them,
just to make sure they're not loose before you put these caps on. That way you don't have to worry about the machine
before you
shaking loose or anything, because you may have not thought much about them when you actually assembled the machine. So just give it a quick little twist, not over tightening.
And this is a cap. It's not a sticker. It's not a paper sticker. It's a little cap, little plastic cap. You see, I put that on wrong, and I was able to take it off. Get that right. There you go. So I was able to take it off and put it back on, no problem. To get it in the right position. If I get my fingertip on the bottom, I mean, it really sticks. Now I just need to clean the sides of these things up. And they're just the perfect size and not be too big for those things, but definitely overlaps the hole, the screw hole. You have to be careful if you don't get the right size. It can be the same exact size as the hole, and you won't be able to cover it. So this is the right size. The 9/16, I believe is what it said. You can hear that satisfying click when you apply it. Nice satisfying click. A little snap to show you the strength. Uh-oh. So I didn't cover the screw holes that are open for securing the riser to the arcade cabinet. So that's 4 on each cabinet, so 8. That's what you can do. Where is it? It's invisible. Right there. There's one here. You have to really, there you go. Once I focus the camera on that spot. Zoom out. There it is. The reflection. So it's more of a matte finish than a smooth, shiny, or a shiny surface. It has a little texture to it. But like I said, if you look hard enough, you'll see them, but you definitely won't notice them like you would notice those screw holes. That is for certain. So I almost forgot about the fronts. The risers has an additional, additional 8 per riser that I need to cover. 4 in the front and 4 in the back. So I am short with 1 pack for covering 2 machines with risers. So now these holes are closer to the edge on the risers. So for 2 machines with risers, you would need 2 packs. 1 pack is well enough for 1 machine with a riser. So I definitely recommend getting these cover caps by Fast Cap. If you want your cabinet looking sightly and professional, as always, guys, thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe, leave your comments below, and like the video. Until next time, I'll see you on the web.